April 10, 2023. Never split the difference. Negotiating as if your life depended on it by Chris Voss and Talraz. Here's a summary of the components of the book Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss and Talraz in table format. Component description. Main concept. The book presents effective negotiation strategies and techniques based on the author's experiences as a former FBI negotiator. It emphasizes the importance of understanding emotions, active listening, and communication skills in negotiation. Key strategies. Tactical empathy, understanding and managing emotions, building rapport, and gaining insights into the other party's perspective. Mirroring, reflecting the other party's words and bodied language to establish rapport and build trust. Labeling, identifying and validating the other party's emotions to diffuse tensions. Calibrated questions, asking open-ended questions to gather information and guide the conversation. Anchoring, using initial offers or reference points to influence negotiation outcomes. Importance of no and yes. No as a starting point, seeing no as an opportunity to gather information, uncover underlying concerns, and move towards a yes. Strategic use of yes, getting the other party to say yes to smaller commitments or concessions to build momentum and increase the likelihood of a final yes. Active listening. Listening with empathy, understanding the other party's emotions, needs, and motivations. Listening for information, gathering crucial information about the other party's interests, priorities, and constraints. Summarizing and paraphrasing, confirming understanding and showing empathy through summarizing and paraphrasing the other party's words. Handling difficult situations. Negotiating with difficult people, techniques for dealing with aggressive, stubborn, or irrational behavior. Managing objections and counter-arguments, strategies for addressing objections and presenting compelling arguments. Dealing with deadlocks, techniques for breaking impasses and moving towards resolution. Importance of preparation, planning, and strategy. Gathering information, collecting data about the other party and the negotiation context. Setting clear objectives, defining specific goals, priorities, and fallback positions. Planning for different scenarios, anticipating challenges and developing strategies for different situations. Developing negotiation strategies and tactics, adapting strategies based on the situation, the other party's behavior, and desired outcomes. Practicing and rehearsing, role-playing, mock negotiations, and reviewing past experiences to build skills and confidence. Being adaptable and flexible, adjusting strategies and tactics based on new information and changing dynamics during the negotiation. Please note that this is a summary and not an exhaustive list of all the components in the book. The book may contain additional concepts, techniques, and examples that are not included in this table. Here's a list of questions that can serve as reminders of the key lessons from the book Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss and Talraz. 1. How can I use tactical empathy to understand and manage emotions in negotiation? 2. What are some specific techniques for mirroring and labeling to build rapport and diffuse tensions? 3. How can I use calibrated questions to gather information and guide the conversation effectively? 4. What are some strategies for handling difficult people and managing objections or counter-arguments in negotiation? 5. How can I strategically use no and yes to increase the likelihood of a favorable outcome? 6. What are the key principles of active listening and how can I apply them in my negotiations? 7. How can I effectively prepare, plan, and strategize for my negotiations, including setting clear objectives and practicing, rehearsing? 8. How can I use anchoring as a persuasive tactic in negotiation? 9. What are some techniques for dealing with deadlocks or impasses in negotiation? 10. How can I be adaptable and flexible during negotiation to adjust strategies and tactics based on changing dynamics? These questions can serve as a helpful reminder to reflect on the key lessons and insights from the book, and to apply them in your negotiation practice. Here's a list of key terms that are important in the book Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss and Talraz. 1. Tactical empathy, the concept of understanding and managing emotions in negotiation to build rapport and establish effective communication. 2. Mirroring, the technique of repeating or reflecting back the last few words or a key phrase used by the other party to create a sense of connection and encourage them to share more information. 3. Labeling, the technique of acknowledging and verbalizing the emotions or concerns of the other party to validate their feelings and reduce tension. 4. Calibrated questions, open-ended questions that are designed to gather information, uncover motivations, and guide the conversation. 5. Difficult people, individuals who may present challenges in negotiation due to their behavior, personality, or communication style. 6. Active listening, the skill of fully focusing on and understanding the speaker's message, both verbal and nonverbal, to demonstrate empathy and gather information. 7. Anchoring, the psychological phenomenon where the first offer or number presented in a negotiation sets a reference point that influences subsequent offers and outcomes. 8. Deadlocks or impasses, situations in negotiation where parties are unable to reach an agreement or make progress towards a resolution. 9. Preparation, planning, and strategy. The importance of thorough preparation, strategic planning, and effective strategizing to increase negotiation success. 10. Flexibility and adaptability. The ability to adjust strategies, tactics, and approaches during negotiation based on changing circumstances or dynamics. These key terms are important concepts discussed in the book that can help readers understand and apply the negotiation techniques and strategies presented by the authors. Here's a summary of the main components of Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if your life depended on it by Chris Voss and tailor in table format. Chapter title. Main topic. 1. The new rules introduces the key concepts and mindset for effective negotiation. 2. Be a mirror discusses the importance of active listening and empathy in negotiation. 3. Don't feel their pain. Label it explores the technique of labeling to diffuse difficult situations. 4. Beware yes a master no emphasizes the power of no as a strategic tool in negotiation. 5. Trigger the 2 words that immediately transform any negotiation introduces the concept of the accusation audit to address objections upfront. 6. Spend the reality discusses the use of calibrated questions to shape the negotiation process. 7. Create the illusion of control explores the importance of perceived control in negotiation. 8. Guarantee execution discusses strategies for ensuring agreement implementation. 9. Bargain hard explores the final steps in negotiation and the art of bargaining. Note: the chapter titles listed above are based on the U.S. hardcover edition of the book. Different editions or translations may have slightly different chapter titles. The main topic of the book Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if your life depended on it by Chris Voss and tailor negotiation. The book provides insights, techniques, and strategies for effective negotiation in various contexts, including business, personal, and everyday life situations. The authors draw from their experiences in law enforcement and business negotiations to present practical and actionable advice for readers to improve their negotiation skills. The book covers a wide range of topics related to negotiation, including active listening, empathy, dealing with difficult situations, handling objections, shaping reality, perceived control, execution, and bargaining, among others. The author's purpose in writing the book Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if your life depended on it is to provide readers with practical and effective strategies for negotiating in a wide range of contexts. Chris Voss, drawing from his experience as a former FBI hostage negotiator, and tailor, an accomplished journalist and writer, aim to share their insights and techniques for successful negotiation in order to help readers achieve better outcomes in their negotiations. The authors aim to provide actionable advice and tools that readers can apply in various real-world situations, ranging from business negotiations to personal interactions. The overall purpose of the book is to empower readers with the skills and mindset needed to negotiate effectively and achieve their desired results. Chris Voss, one of the authors of Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if your life depended on it, has extensive experience and expertise in the field of negotiation. He is a former FBI hostage negotiator and has over 24 years of experience in law enforcement, specializing in high-stakes negotiations. Voss has been involved in negotiating with terrorists, criminals, and other dangerous individuals, and has been recognized for his exceptional negotiation skills. tailor, the co-author of the book, is an accomplished writer and journalist known for his work on business, leadership, and personal development. He has co-authored several books with renowned experts in various fields, including negotiation, leadership, and entrepreneurship. Together, Voss and Raz bring a unique blend of practical experience and writing expertise to the subject of negotiation, providing readers with valuable insights and actionable strategies for effective negotiation in a variety of settings. Their combined backgrounds and expertise lend credibility to the techniques and concepts presented in the book. Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if your life depended on it presents several key arguments and ideas related to negotiation. Some of the main arguments or ideas in the book include: 1. The importance of emotional intelligence in negotiation. The authors emphasize the significance of understanding and managing emotions in negotiation, including the emotions of both parties involved. They argue that emotions play a critical role in shaping the outcome of a negotiation and provide strategies for effectively managing emotions to achieve better results. 2. The value of active listening and empathy. The authors emphasize the importance of active listening and empathetic communication in negotiation. They highlight the need to truly understand the other party's perspective, needs, and concerns in order to build trust and establish effective communication, which can lead to more successful negotiations. 3. The power of tactical empathy. The book introduces the concept of tactical empathy, which involves understanding the other party's emotions, perspective, and motivations, and using that understanding strategically to influence the negotiation process. The authors argue that tactical empathy can help build rapport, establish trust, and uncover valuable information that can be used to achieve favorable negotiation outcomes. 4. The effectiveness of no as a tool in negotiation. The authors argue that no can be a powerful tool in negotiation, and they provide strategies for using no effectively to redirect the conversation, gain leverage, and create opportunities for agreement. 5. The concept of anchoring and framing. The book discusses the importance of setting anchors and framing the negotiation conversation to influence the other party's perception of value and shape the negotiation process in a favorable direction. 6. The need for strategic preparation. The authors stress the importance of thorough preparation and planning in negotiation, including understanding one's own goals and limits, researching the other party, and developing strategies and contingencies to navigate various negotiation scenarios. 7. The significance of building long-term relationships. The authors emphasize the importance of building and maintaining long-term relationships in negotiation, as relationships can impact not only the current negotiation but also future interactions. They provide strategies for fostering positive relationships and managing power dynamics in negotiation. These are some of the key arguments and ideas presented in the book, which collectively provide a comprehensive framework for effective negotiation techniques and strategies. Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if Your Life Depended on It by Chris Voss and Talraz draws on the author's extensive experience as a former FBI negotiator and their practical insights from real-world negotiation scenarios. While the book is primarily based on the author's personal experiences and anecdotes, it does not heavily rely on empirical research or academic studies to support its arguments. Instead, the book presents a collection of practical techniques, strategies, and stories from the author's experiences as an FBI hostage negotiator, along with examples from other real-world negotiation scenarios. The authors use these anecdotes and case studies to illustrate the effectiveness of their negotiation strategies and provide practical insights on how to apply these techniques in various situations. While the book does not extensively cite academic research or empirical evidence, it provides a rich and practical perspective on negotiation based on the author's expertise and experiences. Readers can learn from the author's insights and apply the strategies and techniques in their own negotiation situations to see how they work in practice. It's important to note that negotiation is a dynamic and context-dependent process, and the effectiveness of the strategies and techniques presented in the book may vary depending on the specific situation and the individuals involved. Therefore, it's always advisable to adapt and tailor negotiation approaches to suit the unique circumstances of each negotiation. Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if Your Life Depended on It by Chris Voss and Talraz covers several key themes and issues related to negotiation that are relevant in today's world. 1. Emotional intelligence in negotiation. The book emphasizes the importance of emotional intelligence in negotiation, including understanding and managing emotions, building rapport, and leveraging emotions to influence outcomes. This theme is relevant today as emotions play a significant role in negotiations, and being able to effectively navigate and manage emotions can lead to better negotiation outcomes. 2. Communication and active listening. The book emphasizes the importance of active listening, asking open-ended questions, and effective communication skills in negotiation. These themes are highly relevant in today's world where effective communication is crucial in various settings, including business negotiations, interpersonal relationships, and conflict resolution. 3. Relationship building and trust. The book highlights the importance of building and maintaining trust in negotiation, including establishing rapport, building long-term relationships, and developing credibility. Trust is a critical element in negotiations, and in today's world where trust is highly valued, building and maintaining trust can lead to successful negotiation outcomes. 4. Preparation and planning. The book underscores the significance of thorough preparation and planning in negotiation, including understanding the other party's perspective, setting clear objectives, and developing a strategy. In today's fast-paced and complex business environment, effective negotiation preparation is essential for achieving favorable outcomes. 5. Strategic thinking and problem solving. The book advocates for a strategic thinking approach in negotiation, including generating multiple options, analyzing trade-offs, and finding mutually beneficial solutions. Strategic thinking and problem-solving skills are relevant today as negotiations often require finding win-win solutions in complex and dynamic situations. 6. Dealing with difficult situations. The book provides strategies for dealing with difficult situations in negotiation, including managing conflicts, handling objections, and overcoming obstacles. In today's world where negotiations can be challenging and contentious, knowing how to navigate difficult situations is crucial for successful negotiation outcomes. 7. Ethical considerations. The book touches upon ethical considerations in negotiation, including the importance of fairness, integrity, and ethical decision-making. Ethical considerations are highly relevant in today's world, where ethical business practices and social responsibility are increasingly valued. These are some of the key themes and issues explored in the book that remain relevant in today's world, providing readers with practical insights and strategies for navigating negotiation challenges and achieving successful outcomes. Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if Your Life Depended on It by Chris Voss and Talraz contains several key quotes and passages that are significant for understanding the principles and techniques presented in the book. Here are some examples. 1. No deal is better than a bad deal. This quote emphasizes the importance of being willing to walk away from a negotiation that does not meet your objectives or is not in your best interest. It highlights the principle of maintaining leverage and not settling for less than what you deserve. 2. The most dangerous negotiation is the one you don't know you're in. This quote underscores the importance of being aware of the dynamics and underlying motivations in a negotiation. It highlights the need to be vigilant and strategic in understanding the hidden agendas and interests of the other party. 3. The key to negotiation success is finding the black swans at the pieces of the puzzle that the other side doesn't know you know. This quote highlights the importance of information gathering and uncovering hidden or unknown information that can provide an advantage in a negotiation. It emphasizes the need for thorough preparation and strategic thinking. 4. No one ever listens themselves out of a job. This quote emphasizes the importance of active listening in negotiation. It highlights the need to listen attentively to the other party, understand their perspective, and build rapport to establish trust and influence outcomes. 5. Your job is to understand their position, not to agree with it. This quote emphasizes the importance of understanding the other party's perspective without necessarily agreeing with it. It underscores the need to empathize and acknowledge the other party's feelings and thoughts while maintaining your own objectives. 6. Negotiation isn't an act of battle, it's a process of discovery. The goal is to uncover as much information as possible. This quote highlights the idea that negotiation is not about confrontation, but rather a collaborative process of discovering and understanding the interests and needs of both parties. It underscores the importance of curiosity, asking questions, and gathering information to facilitate a mutually beneficial outcome. 7. The best way to deal with emotions is to use them. This quote emphasizes the importance of acknowledging and managing emotions in negotiation. It highlights the idea that emotions can be powerful tools when used effectively, such as leveraging empathy or diffusing tension, rather than being a hindrance. These key quotes and passages from the book highlight the significance of the various principles and techniques in effective negotiation, providing readers with memorable insights that encapsulate the core ideas and strategies presented in the book. Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if Your Life Depended on It by Chris Voss and Talraz provides readers with several key takeaways and lessons that can be applied to improve negotiation skills. Some of the key takeaways include: 1. The importance of empathy and active listening. The book emphasizes the need to listen actively and empathetically to the other party in a negotiation. Understanding their perspective, emotions, and needs can help build rapport, establish trust, and uncover valuable information that can be used to influence the outcome. 2. The power of strategic questioning. The book highlights the importance of asking strategic questions to gather information, uncover hidden interests, and create opportunities for collaboration. Questions can be used as a powerful tool to guide the direction of a negotiation and influence the other party's decisions. 3. The significance of managing emotions. The book emphasizes the importance of understanding and managing emotions in negotiation. It provides techniques for handling emotions, such as using empathy, labeling emotions, and diffusing tension, to prevent them from derailing the negotiation process. 4. The value of preparation and planning. The book underscores the importance of thorough preparation and planning before entering a negotiation. This includes researching the other party, identifying objectives and priorities, and developing a strategic approach. Preparation can significantly impact the success of a negotiation. 5. The need for flexibility and adaptability. The book emphasizes the importance of being flexible and adaptable in negotiation. It encourages readers to be open to new ideas, be willing to adjust their approach, and be creative in finding mutually beneficial solutions. 6. The significance of leveraging leverage. The book highlights the importance of maintaining leverage in a negotiation, which includes understanding and utilizing sources of power, such as information, timing, and alternatives. It provides techniques for leveraging leverage effectively to influence the other party's decisions. 7. The value of building long-term relationships. The book emphasizes the importance of building long-term relationships in negotiation, rather than focusing solely on short-term gains. It highlights the significance of trust, rapport, and ethical behavior in establishing lasting relationships that can lead to future opportunities. These key takeaways and lessons from the book can help readers improve their negotiation skills, understand the dynamics of negotiation, and achieve more successful outcomes in various real-world negotiation scenarios. As with any book or author, Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if Your Life Depended on It by Chris Voss and Talraz may have potential criticisms or limitations to consider. Some potential criticisms or limitations of the author's arguments or ideas could include: 1. Subjectivity. The techniques and strategies presented in the book may not be universally applicable to all negotiation situations or cultural contexts. Different negotiation scenarios may require different approaches, and what works in one situation may not work in another. Readers should exercise critical thinking and adapt the concepts to their specific context. 2. Lack of empirical evidence. While the book draws on the author's extensive experience and anecdotes from real-world negotiations, it may not always be supported by empirical evidence or academic research. Some readers may prefer a more evidence-based approach and may find the lack of empirical evidence to be a limitation. 3. Ethical considerations. While the book emphasizes the importance of negotiation ethics, some readers may have ethical concerns about certain techniques or strategies presented in the book, such as manipulating emotions, using psychological tactics, or leveraging leverage. It's important for readers to consider their own ethical framework and apply the concepts in an ethical and responsible manner. 4. Real-world applicability. While the book provides practical techniques and strategies, implementing them in real-world negotiations may pose challenges. Negotiation dynamics can be complex, and achieving the desired outcomes may not always be straightforward. Readers should be mindful of the nuances and complexities of negotiation in practice. 5. One-sided perspective. The book is primarily written from the perspective of the authors and their experiences in law enforcement and hostage negotiation, which may not fully capture the diversity of negotiation contexts and scenarios. Readers should be aware of the book's bias towards a particular perspective and consider other sources for a more well-rounded understanding of negotiation. 6. Overemphasis on competitive negotiation. The book primarily focuses on negotiation in adversarial or competitive situations, such as hostage negotiation or high-stakes business deals, and may not cover other types of negotiations, such as collaborative or integrative negotiations, as extensively. Readers should be mindful of the specific context in which the techniques and strategies are most applicable. It's important to critically evaluate the arguments and ideas presented in the book, consider different perspectives, and adapt the concepts to individual negotiation situations, keeping in mind the limitations and potential criticisms that may exist. Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if Your Life Depended on It by Chris Voss and Talraz is widely recognized as a popular and influential book on negotiation. While there are many books and works on the subject of negotiation, Never Split the Difference stands out in several ways. 1. Practicality. Never Split the Difference provides practical, actionable techniques and strategies that can be applied in real-world negotiation scenarios. The book emphasizes the importance of effective communication, understanding human psychology, and building relationships, which are critical elements in successful negotiation. 2. Unique perspective. The authors draw on Chris Voss's extensive experience as a former FBI hostage negotiator, providing a unique perspective on negotiation in high-stakes situations. The book presents insights and lessons learned from real-life negotiations, including hostage crises, which adds a compelling and captivating element to the book. 3. Focus on emotional intelligence. Never Split the Difference places a strong emphasis on understanding and managing emotions in negotiation, including techniques for dealing with difficult people, managing conflict, and building rapport. This focus on emotional intelligence sets the book apart from other negotiation books that may not delve as deeply into the role of emotions in negotiation. 4. Use of storytelling. The book incorporates storytelling and anecdotes from the author's own experiences, making it engaging and relatable for readers. The use of real-life examples helps to illustrate the concepts and techniques presented in the book, making them more memorable and applicable. 5. Combines tactical and strategic approaches. Never Split the Difference offers a balanced approach that combines tactical negotiation techniques with broader strategic principles. The book covers a wide range of negotiation topics, including framing, anchoring, mirroring, and labeling, as well as broader concepts like building trust, understanding context, and creating win-win outcomes. 6. Easy to understand. The book is written in a conversational and accessible style, making it easy to understand and apply for readers of different backgrounds and experiences. The authors use relatable language and practical examples to explain complex concepts, making the book accessible to both novice and experienced negotiators. 7. Wide applicability. While the book draws on the author's experiences in law enforcement and hostage negotiation, the concepts and techniques presented in Never Split the Difference are applicable to a wide range of negotiation scenarios, including business, personal, and everyday life situations. It's important to note that different negotiation books may have different perspectives, approaches, and target audiences. Never Split the Difference stands out for its practicality, unique perspective, focus on emotional intelligence, use of storytelling, combination of tactical and strategic approaches, easy-to-understand language, and wide applicability, which make it a popular and influential work in the field of negotiation. The ideas and arguments presented in Never Split the Difference, negotiating as if your life depended on it, have several implications and applications, including 1. Improved negotiation skills. The book provides practical techniques and strategies that can be applied in various negotiation scenarios to improve negotiation skills. Readers can learn how to effectively communicate, manage emotions, build rapport, and influence others, leading to better negotiation outcomes. 2. Enhanced understanding of human psychology. The book delves into the role of emotions, cognitive biases, and behavioral patterns in negotiation, helping readers gain a deeper understanding of human psychology and how it can impact negotiations. This understanding can be applied to navigate challenging negotiation situations and build stronger relationships with counterparts. 3. Increased confidence and assertiveness. Never Split the Difference emphasizes the importance of assertiveness in negotiation and provides tools for readers to communicate confidently and effectively in negotiation scenarios. This can help readers become more assertive and confident negotiators, leading to better outcomes. 4. Application in various contexts. The book's concepts and techniques are applicable in various contexts beyond hostage negotiation, including business, professional, personal, and everyday life situations. Readers can apply the ideas and strategies to a wide range of negotiations, such as salary negotiations, business deals, contracts, conflict resolution, and more. 5. Ethical considerations. The book also touches on ethical considerations in negotiation, such as the importance of fairness, trust, and integrity. Readers can learn about ethical guidelines for negotiation and how to apply them in their negotiations to build long-term relationships and maintain integrity. 6. Strategic negotiation planning. The book emphasizes the importance of preparation, planning, and strategy in negotiation. Readers can learn how to develop a strategic approach to negotiation, including setting clear objectives, understanding the other party's perspective, and creating mutually beneficial outcomes. 7. Improved relationship building skills. Never Split the Difference highlights the importance of building relationships and rapport in negotiation. Readers can learn how to establish trust, create rapport, and effectively communicate with counterparts, leading to better relationships and improved negotiation outcomes. Overall, the implications and applications of the ideas and arguments presented in Never Split the Difference include improved negotiation skills, enhanced understanding of human psychology, increased confidence and assertiveness, application in various contexts, ethical considerations, strategic negotiation planning, and improved relationship building skills, which can all contribute to more successful and effective negotiations in different areas of life. As an I-language model, I do not have personal opinions or experiences, and I cannot provide recommendations. However, I can provide information based on the content of the book. Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if your life depended on it by Chris Voss and Talras has been widely praised for its practical and actionable strategies for negotiation. The book offers insights and techniques based on the author's extensive experience in hostage negotiation and real-world scenarios, which can be valuable for readers looking to improve their negotiation skills in various contexts. The book covers a range of topics, including effective communication, managing emotions, building relationships, understanding human psychology, strategic planning, and ethical considerations in negotiation. It provides practical examples and case studies to illustrate concepts and techniques, making it accessible and applicable to readers. However, it's worth noting that the book's approach to negotiation may not align with everyone's personal style or beliefs. Some readers may have different perspectives on ethical considerations, assertiveness, or other aspects of negotiation. It's important for readers to critically evaluate the strategies and techniques presented in the book and consider their own values, context, and negotiation scenarios. In summary, Never Split the Difference can be a valuable resource for readers seeking practical and actionable strategies for negotiation. However, it's important to approach the book critically and consider how the concepts and techniques align with one's personal values, negotiation style, and specific context. As with any book, it's recommended to read multiple sources and use a well-rounded approach to develop a comprehensive understanding of negotiation. Never Split the Difference presents several key strategies and techniques for effective negotiation. Some of the main ones include: 1. The importance of establishing rapport and building trust with the other party through active listening, empathy, and understanding their perspective. 2. The use of tactical empathy, which involves understanding and influencing the emotions of the other party to create a favorable negotiation environment. 3. The concept of mirroring, or repeating the last few words the other party said, to create a sense of connection and encourage them to share more information. 4. The use of open-ended questions to gather information and uncover the other party's needs, interests, and motivations. 5. The practice of labeling, which involves acknowledging and verbalizing the other party's emotions to validate their feelings and reduce tension. 6. The use of calibrated questions to challenge assumptions, gather information, and guide the negotiation process. 7. The emphasis on setting clear goals and objectives before entering into a negotiation and developing a strategic plan. 8. The practice of no-oriented negotiation, where saying no is used as a strategic tool to gain more information, test assumptions, and shape the negotiation. 9. The importance of managing concessions and using them strategically to gain concessions in return. 10. The emphasis on maintaining a respectful and professional tone in negotiations, even in challenging situations. These are some of the key strategies and techniques presented in the book that can be employed to negotiate effectively and achieve favorable outcomes. Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss and Talraz recommends several specific communication techniques and tactics for successful negotiation. Some of these techniques include: 1. Active listening. The book emphasizes the importance of active listening, which involves fully focusing on the other party, avoiding interruptions, and demonstrating genuine interest in their perspective. It encourages negotiators to actively listen to verbal and nonverbal cues to understand the other party's needs, emotions, and motivations. 2. Mirroring. The book recommends the use of mirroring, which involves repeating the last few words or phrases the other party has said to show empathy, encourage elaboration, and build rapport. This technique can help establish a connection and encourage the other party to share more information. 3. Open-ended questions. The book advocates for the use of open-ended questions, which cannot be answered with a simple yes or no and require the other party to provide more information. This can help gather valuable insights, uncover underlying interests, and facilitate a more meaningful conversation. 4. Summarizing and paraphrasing. The book suggests summarizing and paraphrasing the other party's statements to ensure understanding and to clarify any misconceptions. This can also help demonstrate active listening and show that their perspective has been heard and acknowledged. 5. Calibrated questions. The book introduces the concept of calibrated questions, which are strategically designed questions aimed at influencing the other party's thinking or behavior. These questions can help uncover hidden information, challenge assumptions, and guide the conversation towards a desired outcome. 6. Using silence. The book emphasizes the power of silence as a communication technique in negotiation. It suggests using strategic pauses and silence to encourage the other party to fill the gap, reveal more information, or make concessions. 7. Assertive communication. The book highlights the importance of assertive communication, which involves expressing one's needs, interests, and boundaries clearly and confidently without being aggressive or passive. It provides guidance on how to effectively communicate assertively to achieve desired outcomes in negotiation. These are some of the communication techniques and tactics recommended by the authors in Never Split the Difference for successful negotiation. Practicing these techniques can help negotiators build rapport, establish trust, gather information, and create a positive negotiation environment. In Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if your life depended on it by Chris Voss and Talraz, the authors provide insights and lessons on the strategic use of no and yes in negotiation. Some key lessons from the book include: 1. No as a starting point. The authors advocate for using no strategically as a starting point in negotiations, rather than fearing or avoiding it. They argue that no can be a gateway to further exploration and clarification of the other party's needs and concerns, and can set the stage for finding creative solutions. 2. Using calibrated questions. The book highlights the importance of asking calibrated questions, which are open-ended questions that encourage the other party to share information and provide insights. This allows negotiators to gain a better understanding of the other party's perspective, needs, and motivations, and can help build rapport and trust. 3. The power of yes momentum. The authors emphasize the importance of getting the other party to say yes multiple times throughout the negotiation process. This creates a positive momentum and a sense of collaboration, making it easier to move towards a mutually beneficial outcome. 4. Avoiding premature yes. The book cautions against premature yes responses, which may indicate a lack of thorough consideration or commitment. Instead, The authors recommend using no-oriented questions to gather more information and create a better understanding before committing to a yes response. 5. Recognizing and managing emotions. The book underscores the significance of emotions in negotiation and provides insights on how to recognize and manage them effectively. This includes understanding one's own emotions, as well as the emotions of the other party, and using techniques such as labeling, mirroring, and tone of voice to build rapport and diffuse tension. Overall, the book emphasizes the importance of strategic communication, emotional intelligence, and understanding human behavior in negotiation, and provides practical techniques for leveraging no and yes to achieve successful outcomes. Active listening and understanding the other party's perspective are key themes in Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss and Tal Raz. The book emphasizes the importance of actively listening to the other party's words, tone of voice, and nonverbal cues to gain a deeper understanding of their needs, motivations, and emotions. Here are some ways in which the book highlights the importance of active listening and understanding the other party's perspective. 1. Mirroring. The authors introduce the technique of mirroring, which involves repeating the last few words or a key phrase that the other party said. This technique helps to create a connection and encourages the other party to provide more information and clarify their position. 2. Empathetic listening. The book emphasizes the importance of showing empathy and understanding towards the other party's emotions, concerns, and perspective. It encourages negotiators to listen without judgment, validate the other party's emotions, and acknowledge their point of view, even if they don't agree with it. 3. Calibrated questions. The authors emphasize the use of calibrated questions, which are open-ended questions that encourage the other party to share more information and provide insights. This allows negotiators to actively listen and gather valuable information about the other party's perspective, needs, and motivations. 4. Labeling. The book introduces the technique of labeling, which involves verbally acknowledging the other party's emotions or concerns. This shows that negotiators are actively listening and understanding the other party's perspective, which can help build rapport and trust. 5. Seeking to understand before being understood. The authors stress the importance of seeking to understand the other party's perspective before trying to make oneself understood. This involves actively listening to the other party's needs, concerns, and motivations, and using this information to frame one's own arguments and proposals in a way that addresses those concerns. Overall, the book emphasizes that active listening and understanding the other party's perspective are critical skills in effective negotiation. By actively listening and empathetically understanding the other party's perspective, negotiators can build rapport, establish trust, and uncover valuable information that can lead to successful outcomes. Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss and Tal Raz provides several techniques for handling difficult or challenging situations in negotiation. Here are some specific techniques presented in the book. 1. Tactical empathy. The authors emphasize the use of tactical empathy, which involves understanding and acknowledging the other party's emotions, needs, and perspective, even in difficult situations. This can help to diffuse tension, build rapport, and create a more conducive environment for negotiation. 2. Mirroring. The book introduces the technique of mirroring, which involves repeating the last few words or a key phrase that the other party said. This can be particularly effective in challenging situations as it helps to create a connection and encourages the other party to provide more information, which can help to uncover underlying concerns or motivations. 3. Calibrated questions. The authors stress the use of calibrated questions, which are open-ended questions that encourage the other party to share more information and provide insights. This can be helpful in challenging situations to gather valuable information, diffuse tension, and guide the conversation towards a resolution. 4. Labeling. The book introduces the technique of labeling, which involves verbally acknowledging the other party's emotions or concerns. This can help to validate their emotions, demonstrate empathy, and create a more cooperative environment for negotiation. 5. Anchoring. The authors discuss the use of anchoring, which involves setting the initial offer or proposal in a negotiation. By strategically setting an anchor, negotiators can influence the other party's perception of value and shape the direction of the negotiation, even in difficult situations. 6. Assertiveness techniques. The book provides techniques for assertiveness, such as the FBI negotiation techniques and the accusation audit, which can be helpful in handling difficult or challenging situations. These techniques involve assertively addressing concerns, uncovering hidden issues, and maintaining control of the negotiation process. 7. The no strategy. The book presents the idea of using no strategically in negotiation, such as saying no to proposals or demands to create a sense of control and encourage the other party to reconsider their position. These are some of the techniques presented in the book for handling difficult or challenging situations in negotiation. The book emphasizes the importance of strategic communication, empathy, and assertiveness in managing difficult situations and achieving successful negotiation outcomes. Never Split the Difference discusses the concept of anchoring and its impact on negotiation outcomes. Anchoring refers to the initial offer or proposal that is set in a negotiation, which can influence the other party's perception of value and shape the direction of the negotiation. In the book, the authors emphasize the importance of setting an anchor strategically to establish a reference point for the negotiation. By setting an anchor, negotiators can influence the other party's perception of what is reasonable and guide the negotiation in their desired direction. The book provides insights and techniques on how to effectively use anchoring in negotiation. Some of the key points discussed include: 1. Setting an ambitious but reasonable anchor. The book suggests setting an anchor that is ambitious enough to create a favorable starting point, but also reasonable enough to be perceived as credible. This can help to influence the other party's perception of value and create a favorable starting point for negotiation. 2. Using extreme anchors strategically. The authors discuss the use of extreme anchors, such as making an initial offer that is much higher or lower than the desired outcome. This can help to shift the other party's perception of what is reasonable and create more room for negotiation. 3. Anchoring in different forms. The book highlights that anchoring can be done not only through numerical values, but also through other forms such as time, deadlines, terms, or conditions. By strategically anchoring in different forms, negotiators can influence the other party's perception of value and shape the negotiation process. 4. Managing counter-anchors. The authors discuss how to effectively manage counter-anchors, which are the other party's attempts to set their own anchor or counter the initial anchor. The book provides techniques for responding to counter-anchors and maintaining control of the negotiation process. 5. Adapting anchors during negotiation. The book emphasizes the importance of being flexible and adapting anchors during the negotiation process based on new information, changing circumstances, and the other party's responses. This can help to maintain a favorable position and achieve desired negotiation outcomes. Overall, the book discusses the concept of anchoring and its impact on negotiation outcomes, providing insights and techniques on how to effectively use anchoring to influence perception of value and shape the negotiation process in a favorable direction. Never Split the Difference emphasizes the importance of preparation, planning, and strategy in negotiation. The authors highlight that successful negotiation is not just about the actual interaction with the other party, but also about thorough preparation and strategic planning beforehand. Some key points on this topic include: 1. Gathering information. The book emphasizes the importance of gathering information about the other party, their needs, interests, motivations, and constraints. This can help negotiators understand the other party's perspective and tailor their approach accordingly. 2. Setting clear objectives. The authors stress the importance of setting clear objectives and defining what success looks like in a negotiation. This involves determining specific goals, priorities, and fallback positions, as well as understanding the limits and constraints of the negotiation. 3. Planning for different scenarios. The book discusses the importance of planning for different scenarios and anticipating potential challenges or obstacles in a negotiation. This includes considering potential objections, counter-arguments, or difficult situations, and developing strategies to address them. 4. Developing negotiation strategies and tactics. The authors provide insights and techniques for developing effective negotiation strategies and tactics based on the specific situation, the other party's behavior, and the desired outcomes. This includes understanding the psychology of negotiation, using different communication techniques, and adapting strategies during the negotiation process. 5. Practicing and rehearsing. The book emphasizes the importance of practicing and rehearsing negotiation scenarios beforehand to build confidence, develop skills, and be better prepared for the actual negotiation. This includes role-playing, mock negotiations, and reviewing past experiences to learn from them. 6. Being adaptable and flexible. The authors highlight that effective negotiation requires being adaptable and flexible, as circumstances and dynamics can change during the negotiation process. The book provides guidance on how to adjust strategies and tactics based on new information, changing dynamics, and the other party's responses. Overall, Never Split the Difference stresses the importance of preparation, planning, and strategy in negotiation, providing insights and techniques on how to effectively prepare, plan, and strategize to achieve successful negotiation outcomes.